Good morning, it's me, Luigi. Today on episode 9 of the T-Files, we're going to be talking about the keyboard. I'm kidding, it's me. Okay, keyboards. Not the ones you find in front of the computers, guys. Actual musical keyboards. Right, so that's what we're talking about today. The difference between keyboards, piano, synthesizers, Midi controllers, yeah, that kind of stuff. Keeping it brief, don't worry. Alright, so this big bad boy over here, he's a keyboard. So, interesting factors. Speakers, white and black keys. You get them in different sizes from 37 key all the way up to 76. That's the amount of keys from there to there. If your maths is correct and you can count, this is a 61. Okay. Now, keyboards allow you to play different sounds through the mix. For instance, honky tonk, upright piano, grand piano, organs, pipe organs, church organs, etc., etc. So that's more featured to have different sounds, where a digital piano will give you more features, but not as much. You'll be able to change between string quartets, organs, grand piano, upright piano, that kind of stuff, but more specialized to piano sounds, classical kind of sounds. With this you can play all kinds of weird funky tunes, even drum sounds on if you want. So that's the difference between a piano and a keyboard. Keyboard, very synthesized sounds, where piano will be more classically orientated to the real McCoy sound, if you will. Okay, so size 37 all the way up to 76. That's all working on scales and octaves, if you will. So an octave, obviously 12 keys from, let's get this right, A to G, and with all the flats and sharps and all that stuff in between. So when you talk keys, 61 key will be pretty much a certain amount of octaves. An 88 key will be a full octave from so-and-so to so-and-so. Catch my drift. So 61 key will have less octaves than a piano. So it's smaller, compacter. You can transpose, all that kind of stuff, make it longer, shorter, however you want to do it. Keyboards. Right. Then you get what they call Midi controllers. This little dude, noticeably smaller. This guy hasn't got any speakers on him, doesn't have any PC boards or anything inside it. Literally just got a couple of wheels on here, a couple of buttons, and then your standard white and black keys. Now this particular design is designed obviously for computers and studios and all that kind of stuff. So the difference between this and this, besides the fact that it doesn't have speakers, is it actually doesn't have a brain inside it. When I say brain, I mean like a PC board with different sounds built in. So this guy would be able to access your software on your computer. So if I push a key over here, it controls the software, telling the software it is that key. Where this thing, if you push a button, it tells its brain inside it is that key, and then changes that sound. So software orientated, standalone, on itself, by itself, I do everything kind of thing. Okay. Alright, now, another difference between keyboards and digital pianos and pianos is the fact that a keyboard is not weighted. And what I mean by weighted is the key itself, this little duty over here, white one and black ones, the Ives and the Ebs, they are actually they've got weight inside them, like a solid chunk of wood or a solid chunk of lead. Nowadays they use lead. That's what a digital piano is going to have. An actual piano will have solid wood keys, so they feel heavier. And obviously the mimic of a hammer hitting the string. So that's going to feel a lot more piano-y than a keyboard. Keyboard's very soft to the touch, not very weighted. So that's the difference between a keyboard and a digital piano when you talk keys. Now, obviously, not everyone's got the funds to buy a digital piano to learn piano. So there's such a thing as touch response. Now what that means is on the keyboard, for instance, that's affordable, they'll put the technology in there where it's got two pads that sense the trigger. you get a small pad and a big pad. Now if you push softly on the key, a softer volume will come out of the speakers. If you push harder, the second pad activates, which creates a louder sound, which mimics if you were playing harder on the piano, creating a louder, boomier hit on the string. Makes sense, right? Okay, so most keyboards will have the touch response, depending on the model. But touch response is a good thing to have if you're learning, because then you can teach yourself as if you were playing the piano. So then when you do progress to a piano, you're not weak in the fingers, if that makes sense. Okay, so pianos, keyboards, MIDI controllers. Then you get synthesizers. Oh my word. Okay, synthesizers are kind of like keyboards, and in between MIDI controllers as well. They don't normally have speakers on them, but they've got a brain inside. So if you would envision me being the synthesizer, I'm in between the keyboard and the MIDI controller, so to speak. Synthesizers make all different kinds of noises, which is more for sound production and all that kind of stuff. But in some certain situations, you'll get like a synthesized keyboard sound coming through, which is almost like a duck quacking. Some sounds can make that noise. Personal preference. Some people like keyboards, some people like synthesizers. It's just the way it works. Yeah, that's keyboards, pianos, synthesizers, MIDI controllers, explained to you in a very brief video. Not QWERTY keyboards. This is not a computer shop, this is a music shop. So let's not get confused there, guys. Yeah, I'm still recovering from Black Friday yesterday. I don't know if I'm Arthur or Martha, but if there's anything I missed, hit me up. I will gladly reply and answer those questions that you might have. Up till then, you guys must have a fantastic day further. And yeah, from Luigi and myself, have a great day further, guys. See you next time.